Hi, my name is David Ivers, and I am the new Artistic Director of South Coast Repertory, and I am here to share with you the 13 titles that will make up the 2019-2020 season of plays here in Orange County. Opening the first slot of our 2019-2020 season is Jose Cruz Gonzalez's stunning play, American Mariachi. Young women, buck tradition, form an all-female mariachi band in the 70s in California. This is a celebration of family and a celebration of live music, and I'm so excited for the Sagerstrom to come alive with blaring mariachi music at the top of the season. Next up is the world premiere of Adam Bach's The Canadians. I'm particularly thrilled about The Canadians, one, because it's opposite American Mariachi, but two, because Adam Bach is a playwright I've long admired, and his work has not been represented at South Coast Rep, and so it's terrific that he's going to be joining us. This is a really funny, highly theatrical play where there's 5 characters playing multiple people, and in the stories there's the opportunity for 2 young men to find their destiny on a cruise ship in the middle of nowhere as this story unfolds against traditions of a small town, family, and opportunity. Next up in the season is Julia Cho's Aubergine, and her work is known to our South Coast Rep audiences, and this play, which deals with food and the sustenance we provide those in our family, particularly as it relates to end of life, is one of the most stirring and at times heartwarming and at times sad plays I've read in recent years. I'm really happy to integrate into the larger picture our Theatre for Young Audiences productions. The first up is a musical of Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Vorst, with music by Shelley Markham. I think the title speaks for itself. This is an exciting opportunity for kids 4 on up to Grandma and Grandpa at 94. I will be here with my kids. I will be excited to see you here with your kids. There's another great tradition here at South Coast Repertory that I am honored to inherit, and that is 40 years strong of a stunning adaptation of Christmas Carol adapted by Jerry Patch. There's this great guy and this wonderful actor named Hal Landon Jr. who has consecutively performed Scrooge for what will be 40 years. He is ready to pass the proverbial Scrooge hat, and this will, in a bittersweet way, be his last performance as Scrooge. This is perfect for the whole family. It's built to celebrate the holidays. It's built to celebrate us in the holidays. Fireflies by Danye R. Love. But this is a really important play by a really important writer. A two-hander set in the Deep South during the Civil Rights Movement. It's a play where, in many ways, the outside world and outside influences come crashing into the interior of life. In my opinion, it's a not-to-be-missed production for next season. Wait, I'm sensing a musical. Oh yes, that's happening. Right in the center of the season, there is a musical I've long loved, and it's called She Loves Me by Joe Masteroff, who wrote the book, and Jerry Bach, who wrote the music, Sheldon Harnick, who contributed the lyrics. It's a classic, and I think some people will know it and some people won't know it, but I can tell you that it is a feel-good story, and it should be a celebration during our winter months that will lift us. And now, our second Theatre for Young audience production of the season. There's a beautiful book that's been adapted to a musical by Min Kong, and that book is called Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. This is a really engaging sort of epic adventure of a young girl who needs to bring good fortune to her village and her community, and along the way of this adventure she meets dragons and a tiger and a host of goldfish and great adversity in order to be heroic for her family. This next play, Outside Mullingar by John Patrick Shanley, is for me a really clear example of a surprising love story. Four-person play that deals with legacy and family, it deals with land, and it deals with unspoken grudges and unspoken desires. We're heading into the part of the season that wraps itself around our Pacific Playwrights Festival. The next production in the season is a world premiere by another playwright whose work has not been represented at South Coast Rep. She's someone also I've long admired, and I'm really, really happy to announce that we will be producing the world premiere of Kate Hamill's The Scarlet Letter, and to have Kate here with us to launch this production into the world during the Pacific Playwrights Festival time of year is really exciting. Next up, another world premiere. What happens if you had an accident, you lost your memory, and you had to reorder your life amongst the people who are already a part of your life? Those are some of the questions asked in Carolyn V. McGraw's play, I Get Restless. Now, this is a play that was developed in PPF. It had a reading a couple of years ago. I find it to be compelling and haunting, mysterious. So stay tuned for that, because I think it's going to be a terrific complement to A Scarlet Letter in that Pacific Playwrights Festival slot. The final installment of our trifecta of Theatre for Young Audience productions. I'm particularly thrilled about this one because it allowed us here to support our Associate Artistic Director, John Glore, and he had an idea to adapt this book, DORY, Phantasmagory, into a play. Wonderful story about what it means to be the youngest in a family when you have huge questions, huge fears, and to feel like you might be largely ignored. Replete with monsters and friends that she imagines, and as she finds her way through this maze of life, she ends up finding the answers that she's looking for and getting the support she needs. And of course, it's approved and sanctioned by my 10-year-old son, Jack Ivers. When I was younger and I was an actor, I got my equity card playing a role in this stunning play called ARCADIA by Tom Stoppard. I am particularly a fan of this play because it deals with chemistry in a way that hasn't necessarily been explored on the stage before. This to me is a masterwork that deserves to be on our stage, in that it embraces the legacy of who we are at South Coast Rep, it speaks to the new work we do, and it rounds out what I believe is a season that, as I said earlier, offers something for everyone. Please join us. I'll be here to welcome you. The rest of our staff is here to welcome you. And thank you for taking the time to watch this video.